Brisbane Wakes Up with Stav, Abby and Matt on B105.
You caught him cheating?
Yeah, well, he caught your cheating ass.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Ashley Madison has been around for a while, and I found the documentary about it fascinating. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix, and it talks about Ashley Madison and the data breach. So it is a website where you will go there if you're married, you want to have an affair discreetly with other married people.
I'm looking for someone other than my wife.
Do you love that ad? I think they've updated it since.
Other than my wife.
And it's available all over the world. And in this doco, do you remember it had a lot of government addresses?
Yeah.
So talking about email addresses was revealed as well.
Mm-hmm. And then I do remember when you watched that show that talked about data breach, there was like this YouTuber family who were like real Christian and the perfect family on the internet.
Yes.
And then he got exposed on it.
Yeah, at the time where they were really like peak big.
Yeah.
And then she forgave him. They're still together.
Yeah.
And now I think they're like sort of selling, I guess, marriage advice and how to stay together.
They had a book because we spoke to him.
them.
Yeah.
Both of them, yeah.
But just about and it's awful as well as in people who signed up to it, you might morally judge that. And then you kind of go, well, wait a minute, if people are having affairs all the time, but then they were under the impression that their data was safe
Yeah.
and all their fetishes had been revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
see, I'd be more worried that my fetish got revealed and people would be like, that guy is so boring.
he's so
That's not even a fetish.
He's so responsible. He's borderline boring. Yeah, could you imagine that? But Ashley Madison has now revealed data showing that the Aussie cities that are the highest infidelity rates. And what's surprising...
This is all off the back of the CEO cheating scandal too. I love how people take a chance to be like, hey, everyone's talking about cheating.
Oh, yeah, the PR officer is like, time to shine.
Yes, indeed.
Here we go. Don't have an affair with someone in your workplace. Have an affair through Ashley Madison. Great advertising for him. But they have said that Queensland has 9 of the 20 cities with the highest infidelity rates. We're 9 out of the 20.
And 2 of them are in the top 3. Mackay and Rockhampton come in at 2 and 3 respectively.
CQ represent.
You proud of that, are you? God.
No, not at all. But
Brisbane's number 5.
I wonder why Queensland.
Because it's, I would say because it's warm. And that sounds silly because it doesn't mean that they're cheating the most. Because maybe the other states aren't signing up to the website.
If you've got to rug up to go outside, you're like, oh, it's too much hassle.
Do you think because a lot of people would have had affairs at work, but now they're working from home, they have to go to the website because they don't have as many people
You can't hook up with people from work. Because, Mackay, Rockhampton, 2 and 3. Brisbane, Cairns, Gold Coast, Toowoomba at number 8. Then it goes down to 10, 11, 12 is Bundaberg, Townsville and the Sunshine Coast.
Sydney doesn't even make the list.
Oh, yeah. Coffs Harbour's number 1. Little old town of Coffs Harbour.
Yeah. What's happening there?
Isn't your boyfriend's family all from Coffs Harbour, Ash?
Yeah, they are from Coffs Harbour. There's not much to do there. There is, but it's regional town, so everyone kind of knows everyone.
But then you wouldn't have
Makes
to have
sense.
the website then, would you? Oh, I guess you have to have the ones that are willing.
Yeah.
So,
Discreet, yeah.
maybe that's the smaller, the less opportunity, so you want to know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, with infidelity apparently so prevalent in Queensland and here in Brisbane, we're going to speak to someone from Ashley Madison up next to break down some of this data.
Because I want to know what country in the world has signed up the least.
Oh,
You know, does that mean that they're the most
Faithful.
faithful?
That's a good point. Even if you're not on the list, it doesn't mean you're not doing it.
No,
Yeah.
no. It just means you don't want to pay for a subscription.
Scotland then.
Is there
Cheap.
I wonder if there's can you get 7 days free? Whether you do that where you get like an app or something.
Or you have a bad date and you get your money's back. No,
People
I don't
sign
know
up
if
for
that's how it
7
works.
days, go hard as they can, and then just go cancel. Well, we're going to speak to someone from Ashley Madison next and find out why Queensland and Brisbane are so high up on this list. We'll do it next here at Brisbane's B105.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Life is short, having an affair.
Ashley Madison was a cash cow. And then all of a sudden, we got hacked.
Queensland.
I tell you what, we love being at the top of the list, don't we? We're like, yes, we won it. Queensland, yes. Best for
State of
fill in the
origin.
blank, of course. Best for the weather, unless it's storming and natural disasters. Best for beer.
Yes, yes.
Best for infidelity, apparently.
Well, this one I was like, come on. Apparently, according to Ashley Madison, Queensland dominates the ranks, and apparently 9 out of the top country cities are located in Queensland. So that cheat.
Brisbane, we're number 5.
And we want to get higher. No.
So to do that, we're going to talk to now someone from Ashley Madison. Now, you remember Ashley Madison as the site where you can... It's a dating site where you sign up and say, I want to have an affair. And everyone on there is like, yep, we're married, let's have affairs. Paul is the Chief Strategy Officer who joins us this morning to talk about this. Hi, Paul.
Good morning, everybody.
Was everyone surprised when you started Ashley Madison and it did prove to be very popular? Because that shocked me.
I think a lot of people were very surprised because of the audacious nature of the business. But over the years, I mean, think about it. We launched in 2001, so we've been in business for well over 20 years. I think people have come to understand, particularly if you've spent enough time with other married couples, to realize how pervasive infidelity can be, but it's often not talked about. It's brushed aside and talked in very hushed tones privately. And I think we're bringing it out into the open and giving a little bit more information around it.
I actually did watch the show on Netflix, and it's Ashley Madison, Sex, Lies and Scandals, and it was a fascinating insight into when it first launched, and I'm sure a lot of things have changed, and the data's very different these days, Paul.
Because there was a data leak of everyone who
there
was on the site.
Yeah, and it explored all that. But I wondered, did that damage the brand, or did your, I guess, subscriptions go up as a result of it?
Yes. So obviously we had our members down, during the events of 2015. But at the same time, what was interesting, because I was with the company in 2015, is that we went from signing up 30,000 people a day to well over 100,000 people a day, with our revenue up double-digit % during the worst moment. It was an interesting sort of perspective in terms of how people responded to that.
Paul, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how would you rate people on your website not going to a Coldplay concert?
That made news down there as well. Well, I'll tell you, I was at the Coldplay concert here in Toronto, but I'm not sure that, we have a huge population of Coldplay fans on our site.
Fair enough.
Now, Queensland has dominated, we're saying, about the infidelity ranks in Australia, but I'm trying to work out, does that mean that people are just not having more affairs, I guess, in the workplace, that they're actually signed up to the website?
Well, that's our hope, because our belief is that workplace affairs are not safe for work, because obviously you're putting your marriage at risk if you're going to have an affair, but doing so in the office, you're now risking your career. And as we've seen with the 2 individuals involved with this Coldplay story, that CEO is, clearly has resigned, but I would counter that he probably was forced to resign.
Yeah.
What's the country that has the least subscriptions, or the state that is the least for you guys?
Tell you what's interesting, a country where we don't do very well, and that people might be surprised, is a place like France, because it's already baked into their culture. The idea of having an affair is far more acceptable there, so long as you are not exposing your partner. If you're discreet and quiet about it, it's very acceptable.
Yeah, right.
So we don't do very well there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right, so-
They're like, why would we need this?
Yes.
Well, they call it the city of love, but it's not. It's the city of infidelity then, really,
Well,
isn't
it
it?
depends what your version of love is, Matthew.
Well, I would say that the whole concept, if you know the term pied-à-terre, that comes from the French. It's the idea of having a secret apartment where you can meet your lover on the side quietly and, again, discreetly. And that obviously is part of the French culture. And, again, I think that's why we don't necessarily do as well there compared to a lot of other more puritanically based cultures.
Are you married, Paul?
I was. I had a beautiful marriage for 20 years, but I am now no longer married.
Because I wonder, when people work in a business like this, it must be hard to, if you are married, to be selling this kind of, I guess, idea and then also be committed to a marriage at the same time.
No. So I was going to say, I sort of disagree with that statement. We're not in the business of selling infidelity, because I can't convince happily married people to have an affair. I wish I could, because then our business would be 10 times the size of what we were. The reality is, we offer a discreet place for people to have a better affair, but we're not convincing people to cheat on the partner. So my partner completely knew what I was doing. And the vast majority of people in my office are married people looking for a traditional monogamous relationship. The information and data we get tells us how to avoid the pitfalls of those who are looking to cheat so that we can avoid that in our own relationships.
Yeah, that's clever, isn't it? Yeah.
What do you think one of them is?
Excellent marketing, Paul. Excellent. No, you know what I mean? It's like anything, right? So here in Australia, we very much say that it's up to the government to stop people from smoking or over drinking or something. So I guess it is a site that you would say where people may be thinking about having an affair. It does enable those people to go, here's an option for me to do it where I think I might not get caught.
What one researcher, so Dr. Alicia Walker from the University of Missouri, she did a study as to why men and women cheat using thousands of people who signed up to our site. And she found that 80% of the women on Ashley Madison were in sexless or orgasmless marriages. Mm-hmm. So they were looking to preserve their marriage, in fact, by having an affair because their partner was unable or unwilling to fulfill, their intimate needs.
Mm. Right. And the men?
Everybody thinks it's the high libido, alpha male who just is, has a high sex drive. Mm. The interesting part is men, in fact, are seeking emotional validation. Mm-hmm. They want to feel wanted. They want to feel desired. And they don't get that quite often in most heterosexual relationships.
Mm. Interesting.
How fascinating. It's kind of recreating what you had at the start.
At the start. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
Back to Brisbane, do you have any data on what suburb or
specifically Oxley? Is there anything happening there?
I'm
yeah, you really.
Are you looking to see which of your neighbors are signed up?
Yeah. Like or even we have this real battle of North versus South here in Brisbane. So I'm wondering.
So you can imagine running a very discrete site in the manner in which we do. We don't break the data down to that degree of granularity for the specific reason is the more we break it down, the more likely that somebody might be exposed, even on the off chance. And so we don't break it down by neighborhoods, unfortunately, any longer.
The less you know, the less you can tell people. I guess that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we give the city lists because it gives you a sense of perspective.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, Paul.
Very interesting.
We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
That's Paul from the Ashley Madison website, the controversial website where you can sign up to have affairs. Data's out that Queensland is number 1 on the list for cheaters and Brisbane sitting at number 5.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.